put my 2 cents into the answer of that question. One, and just start with the fact that we have to educate voters. As she said, we have to educate all people and be as intersectional as possible. We get very territorial and just very parochial about the things that we are organized and fight for, and we don't see a relationship between all of the people's struggles moving forward. And so that's why we have a room that does not have enough African Americans in it as it should, or a party that's supposed to speak for African Americans that doesn't really represent them in a way that they should, because there's no intersectionalism in all of the things that we're fighting and struggling for, and we have to make these issues cross these lines. And so as an elected official in a predominantly African American Latino district, I have to be sensitive to, one, because that's who I am, be sensitive to Black and brown issues, as well as have sensitivities to other issues because that's how I was raised. So how do we bring those two things together so people can understand that they have a deep relationship? I think that's not being done. And we have to do that before the campaign and after the campaign. And the last part, which I think is something where Anna Lilia talked about letting some Democrats go. I think what we do in elections, we help people and we let everybody go. And that's the problem. And so the point that was made earlier about people don't know if their district is red or purple or whatever, we leave people on their own. We elect them, we put them in office, and we walk away. And that's the problem. We walk away and they're fighting by themselves. And if they feel like they have to fight by themselves, then they're going to fend for themselves. And if they fend for themselves, they're going to go do all kinds of things that's going to protect themselves, and they're not going to depend on the people who actually are supposed to be around them because they don't think they can depend on them, right? And so at the end of the day, you get these folks, and I know this because I have these conversations with folks all of the time, right? Jesse Jackson said a long time ago that we get our votes from one place and our money from another. And that's part of the problem as well, right? We have to raise money for candidates that we like, support them, and when they get in office, they cannot feel like they're on a stage, they look left, they look right, and there's nowhere near. They're fighting for the issues that you say they should be fighting for. You know, housing, increasing minimum wage, anti-poverty, equity, they get up there, they're speaking loud, but nobody's standing with them. And those folks who seemingly are talking out both sides of their mouth, doing whatever that we say we need to get rid of, they seem to be living. And they get the support to do the kind of backward stuff that they do all of the time. And when they call on the unions and everybody else, you show up for them too. So it makes me feel like, wait a minute, they're doing that and they living. Why shouldn't I just be over there with these guys who are getting the money and the support, who are tiptoeing on both sides of the issue? So
or isolate people who don't do it.
Right. So
we all know what I'm talking about, right? We all know what I'm talking about. If somebody stands up, right?
That's right.
Isolate them and trash them. Yep. Okay.
So that's my point. Hopefully, I'm gonna be supporting it no matter what happens. That's it's in my life, it's in my blood. I'm a Democrat with a big D. So,
So we have to